Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer. Everybody, it is Wednesday. You know what we call it. It is Wellness Wednesday, and I've got my girl, Joy. She's in with us today from Baptist Healthcare. Well, Faith Network, say it like that.
Yeah, Faith Health Network.
Faith Health Network. Yeah. Good morning, Joy.
Good morning, Sunshine.
Girl, I'm so glad to have you in with me. I tell you, when I sit back and I think about, I remember on one of my first shows. Okay?
Yeah.
And look at us now. We just rolling.
Rolling.
You know it's going to be a year here in a minute before we know it.
It is.
I mean, time is going so fast.
And I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you. I almost said it.
Don't say it.
Don't say it. You saw my lips go.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
But guys, let me tell you, when you see a sister doing stuff like this young lady right here is doing it, I mean, she has come into Pensacola. And I tell you, I got to say to Reverend Lonnie Wesley III.
Here we go.
Thank you. He's the one that introduced me to you. And ever since then, it's been like, okay, we got this thing. We got this.
Yes, that's right.
But you know, Joy, it's so much that's going on. And you being the person that you are in the community, doing what you do. And I love the fact what Baptist is, how they designed that for Baptist Faith Health Network.
Yeah.
Doesn't that say something to you that's powerful?
Well, it says a lot to me that's powerful. We talk about health and we talk about wellness, but there's an intersection where faith and health meets. And a lot of times we leave the faith equation out of our healing. But no matter what the higher power that you worship, everybody has a higher power.
Yeah.
And so we have to tap into that when we're talking about healing and health.
And no doubt about it. And she does such a fantastic job. I got to say this because I got a text this morning. Good morning, Smokestack. I appreciate you, Smokestack. Somebody told me that I need to say hi to you today because you wait for 9 o'clock to see your sunshine. Good morning. Happy holidays. He's going to bring me some peanuts. Listen, he always used to tell me, I'm going to bring some peanuts, Sunshine. But I ain't got no peanuts yet.
Smokestack. You better hurry up.
Come on, Smokestack. But look, Joy, with the things that's coming, it's the holidays. And we had said that we were going to be talking about insurance. We're going to hit that because everybody, that deadline is Saturday.
Yes, the
Isn't
15th.
The 15th.
The 15th, that's right.
I mean, because that's
the week after next.
The week after next. That people need to make sure that we have that. And we're going to touch on that a little bit because we had other things. We had to switch them around. But I thought that was such a great topic that we need to touch that a little bit to encourage people to make sure that all of that's intact.
Right.
And whether it's... if you don't know, pick up the phone and call your provider so that you can make sure that you got everything you need with this upcoming year because 2025 is only a few weeks away.
A couple of days.
Can you believe that, Joy?
I can. I
can't.
I can.
It is so fast. Something, when you said today about Faith Network and about sometimes we take the faith out of the equation, whatever it is that we're doing, it's so powerful. That statement right there, that we got to keep that in whatever we do. And with your job and what you do, I don't call it a job. Because if I could do look how she's smiling. That's not a job, but look what God has put a mantle on you to do.
That's it. That's what it is. It's a mantle. And so the thing about it is Baptist, and it speaks volume for the organization.
Yes.
I don't think it's a secret that I was recruited here 7 years ago. It's been 7 years.
I can't believe that.
Because they felt that they wanted to keep being grounded in their faith-based tradition. So Baptist was birthed out of the faith community.
Absolutely.
So over 73 years ago, it was 4 men sitting on a porch after a mother died in childbirth.
Oh, wow.
And they said, we got to do something about this. And so the Baptist church community rallied around and they started what we call Baptist Healthcare over on Avery and E, right? And so we have cornerstones that our cornerstone says for the healing of all, for the glory of God and the ministry of healing through all faiths. So we moved that brick from the old campus to the new campus to make that staying a part of our faith heritage. And so we knew that in order to get information out quickly to some populations, you have to lean on the church.
Let me tell you something. You give me history today. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I commend. I did not know that.
Yes.
But you see, that's what conversation will do.
That's
or
what
bring out and educate you on things. I mean, really, Baptist, come darn, I did not know that's how I got
Yes,
started.
yes,
But
yes.
that is absolutely marvelous. And with the things, and they could not have chosen a better person to oversee
Thank you.
what it is that you're doing in the community. Because, I mean, you look on social media, she's everywhere.
Thank you.
But that's what it takes to get what you get, to do what you do to make it work the right way.
Yeah, and so we have two prong approaches, right? So it's in reach when we talk about taking our patients on a journey.
Okay.
Right? So people that use our services already, thank many of you who already do that. But it's outreach where we go into the community, and it doesn't matter who their provider is, but we want to make sure that we're getting health and wellness into their hands,
right,
real time with real information,
right,
in a way that they can understand it.
Absolutely.
Health
Absolutely.
literacy is a big thing.
Absolutely.
You know, if you go into a provider's office and they tell you have hypertension, 80% of our population doesn't know what that means.
Absolutely.
So we have to say, hey, you have high blood pressure.
Most certainly.
So it's a code switch, but we use the in-reach approach internally with some of the patients that we already have. So some of our support groups, those are things that are, you know, for our patients, but some things that we do outside of the walls of the hospital, more outreach, they, you know, and it's not created to steer an individual to Baptist.
Okay.
It's created so people can go to the right place at the right time for the right reason, and so that they don't feel alone.
But you know what's so great about that? And as I hear you, and I think that the fact when you said that they're just with the coding, I think that you used that
Code
word.
switching.
Code switching, that we don't understand some of the word. At first when you were talking, I said, okay, but then you said, yeah, because we don't go out and say, oh, I have hypertension. Mm-hmm. No, I got high blood pressure.
Or I have sugar.
I got sugar. Well, say that. Mm-hmm. And, you know, when you say sugar, I can hear my mother rest her soul.
Yeah.
Baby, they found out I think I may have sugar. Mm-hmm. Oh, you already sweet, mother. You get what?
Yeah.
But that's a marvelous thing that you're doing, because, and the way you can break it down. Mm-hmm. You see, and I'll say this, I'll be transparent. With us coming to our community, they're going to receive it from you better. Why? Because I look like you, right? And you're educating them. Yeah. But you see, knowledge is power, and we all have it. And just to say, look at this young lady here who's going out there, who's educating our people so they can take care of themselves.
Yeah, and let me be clear. I have a team. My team is amazing.
Right.
They show up in places and spaces. They make sure that we are navigating people to the next appropriate point of care.
Right.
We have a ground focus with primary care. So you have to start with your coach.
Right.
And your coach is your primary care physician. I know this is a football town, so all of my analogies are probably going to be football.
Let's go with that.
But you know I love it anyway.
There you go.
And so, you know, you got to have a coach. And there are coaches in the city that will see you regardless if you have insurance or not. Health and Hope, who had their big gala last night, they are at the corner almost of Olive and Davis.
Exactly.
They are there if you're uninsured.
Now we need to say that
they
again.
Have
because
dental. They have primary care. They are there if you are uninsured.
Now I didn't know that, so we're educated to get your pen and a pad now, so
Access.
you can write this down.
Access.
I mean, come on, people. We didn't know this. Take your notes or write this down. Oh, what? Now, how long have they been there, Joy?
Oh, they've been there years. I can't.
Oh my goodness.
I've been here 7 years, but I don't know. But they've been. They used to have a campus right behind the Legacy campus of Baptist.
Right.
But their main place is right there behind Olive Baptist Church. And it's amazing. They have primary care. They really are steered by volunteers. So, but they can see you regardless of if you have insurance or your ability to pay or not.
Excuse me, but you said that they have volunteers to do their services? Mm-hmm. That's what I call giving back.
That is giving back.
That's what I call giving back. Unbelievable. I didn't know this. So everybody, I'm here to tell you. So if you're sitting there, and if you are, there was a person that I was talking to a couple of days ago. Oh my God, Sonshine, my shoulder's just killing me. Go to the doctor. Oh, I don't have. Now I'm going to tell you, go to the doctor and get it checked.
Yeah. But you have to go to the right doctor.
Exactly.
And so a lot of times we go to the most convenient place.
Absolutely.
That is your urgent care. That is your emergency room. Mm-hmm. But you have to have that coach that can get you into the end zone. Now, they drive all of the plays to make sure that your health is wealth.
I love it. No doubt. I mean, this is absolutely fantastic. This is why I encourage everybody, if you don't know, if there's somebody that has not found about the corner, this is where you get all the information. Right here at this corner. I mean, we talk about it good, bad, and ugly.
Yeah.
But it's got to come out. And these are things that are so beneficial. And I'm saying this because it's the holidays. And I see whereas some people, they tend to allow the holidays to bring them down. Oh, I don't have it. Baby, don't ever let that happen. If you're ill, if you're sick, this is why we have our Wellness Wednesdays, so that we can educate people on things that you don't have to worry about. They're things that we can take the worry off to get you to the places to get the help. Listen to your coach.
That's right. But you got to get one.
You got to have a coach.
Get one you trust. You got to get one, but you got to have a coach.
Exactly.
You know, you have to have a coach.
No doubt about it. And now, Joy, when you say that with the Faith Network, I just love now I know the history of it. I mean, with the Baptist Church, I did not know that. And as long as I've been working with Casey.
Well, don't do her like that.
Okay, but I love Casey.
But y'all's whole thing has been on
breast
getting
cancer.
Women access to mammograms.
So, right.
You know, yeah.
But she is such a joy. She is. And Lori, hi Lori.
Yeah.
Lori and I go way back.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, all of these people, I say that because of the connection, and I believe it's all in God's timing.
It is.
Now, He connects the dots. Now, are you faithful enough to follow His lead, because He's not going to leave you wrong?
That's right.
Okay.
And what a lot of people don't understand is, even with faith, we have to understand that God anointed some very smart people.
Yes.
And sometimes we call them physicians.
Yes.
And nurse practitioners.
Yes.
And physician assistants.
Yes.
So that they can help us connect dots according to our health.
Exactly.
That was one of the reasons why the faith movement around health was actually started over almost 25 years ago.
Wow.
I'm gonna talk about my age in a minute. But it was because
she looked like she's 26,
and
right?
This didn't happen here in Pensacola. So
Of
let
course.
me say this. It was because we saw how pastors would stand up and say, God is going to heal you. Yes, He is. And I believe that.
I do too.
But you also have to have your coach.
Right.
You have to have faith without works.
It's dead. It's absolutely dead. Oh, this is great stuff. Now, you said something else. I have to revert back. Something I take these points that you're saying to make my point that's so great. When we think about how much, and I'll say this because I do focus on our community a lot, because I love them with with a passion. And the things that we think we know, when we don't really know, we're going on what somebody else is saying. And what I'm trying to convey to them today, there are places that that can provide you health-wise, just like it can if you're looking for a dress. You're going to go all these stores, right? Come on. Here's your headquarters.
Try it on. And if
Try
it don't
it
work,
on. If it don't
get you
fit, go to another one.
That's right.
It's what I'm saying. Don't be afraid to just have it, to do what it
right.
takes to make yourself even better. We're having a great conversation today, and I want you to be a part of this conversation as always. Joy Powell is the faith. And we're going to go to break. When we come back, I'm going to ask you to call in. So if there are questions that you want to know, things that you can get an answer for, we've got it here today. 850-432-7768. Don't go anywhere, right here, Sunshine's Corner.
Good day, Pensacola. Welcome to a new segment on health and wellness, sponsored by Baptist Healthcare in partnership with Sunshine's Corner. Every first Wednesday of the month during Sunshine's telecast, we're going to be bringing you information about health and wellness and ways to make sure we're improving the quality of your health care here in Pensacola. After all, we want to ensure that you're going to the right place at the right time and for the right reason, and that you don't feel alone. Can't wait to see you.
Empire Truck Sales, located at 2255 West Detroit Boulevard in Pensacola, is your Freightliner, Western Star, Detroit Diesel, and Cummins dealer for Northwest Florida. Open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., Saturdays and Sundays, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., providing sales, service, and parts. Empire Truck Sales is also your Oasis dealer for Freightliner custom chassis RV and motorhome repairs. Running I-10 will get you in.
Many who consider facial plastic surgery are concerned their results will look unnatural. But with over 20 years of serving the Pensacola community, his thousands of satisfied patients have made Dr. Derek Jones a trusted reconstructive and facial plastic surgeon known for industry-leading results that look natural. Call 850-484-FACE to schedule a consultation at one of our locations in Pensacola and Gulf Breeze.
I'm Dr. Derek Jones. Trust your face to a facial plastic surgeon.
At Pensacola Habitat for Humanity, we believe every child should have a safe place to grow. That's why we work with you and the community to build not just a house, but a home.
She worked very hard to get this house. I really appreciate that because, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now.
When you help build a home, you build a future. Pensacola Habitat for Humanity.
And welcome back to the hottest spot in town, Sunshine's Corner. It's Wednesday hump day. From here in, my dear friend, it is all downhill. But we've got Joy Powell on with us today, Baptist Faith Network.
You just keep leaving out the health.
Okay.
Faith, health,
wait a minute. Well, you know what my heart is.
Right? You just right there on that faith.
Baptist Health. Baptist Faith Health Network.
Yeah, that's
okay, Lord, I got it. But break down some of the things that you do and how it all works, Joy, with all that you do.
So the Faith Health Network is a bridge.
Okay.
It's a bridge between the hospital and local congregations. So basically what happens is we meet with the pastor who gives his blessing for his congregation to be a part of the network. We sign an agreement. Now, let me say this. The agreement says this is what the church is going to do and this is what Baptist is going to do. Okay? The church is going to agree to talk about health over the pulpit, put things in their bulletin, give us a couple of people to train.
Right.
And Baptist is going to make sure that you have your own full-time navigator for your congregation.
Okay.
We're going to make sure that you guys know about anything that's happening health-wise. We're really going to be your eyes and ears inside of the health system. So when the pastor signs that, and let me make one point. It doesn't cost a dime to join the Faith Health Network.
Thank you.
And so then what happens is we go in and we train the trusted members of the congregations, which we call liaisons.
Okay.
So these would be the individuals where, they can bring all of the information back to the congregation as a whole. So it would kind of be like their own community health worker, but we call them a liaison.
Okay.
And so what happens then is we come and we do a presentation for the congregation on a Sunday morning, Tuesday, Wednesday night when the congregation is there.
Right.
We ask the pastor to sign up 20% of his membership.
Okay.
So what that means is they sign a card that says you can flag my medical records. So what happens is if Sonshine is a member of, and I'm going to use Lonnie Wesley, Greater Little Rock, and you have an encounter with the health system, if you are a member and you're registered, my team runs a report twice a day to see if you are inpatient, if anybody's inpatient. What happens is Alicia, I'm going to use Alicia, she's going to kill me, but Alicia's one of our navigators. She's going to call Greater Little Rock's liaison and say, hey, Sonshine Moore is here. She's in room 310 and she is requesting someone to come and pray with her.
Really?
No medical information. Now, whatever you tell the liaison when the liaison gets there, that's between you and her or he, but we follow all HIPAA. So when it's time for you to be discharged, let's say, God forbid, you have a fall. Right? And you have a pet. Okay? And so let's say you live right up the street here. Let's say you live, close. And you have church members that live by you. Because you love that dog so much, you're going to get up and walk that dog, which puts you at risk for another fall.
Right.
So we help to make sure that, hey, maybe Lori can come in the morning on her way to Baptist plug to walk the dog so you don't have to get up.
Really?
And maybe somebody can come in the evening time to walk the dog so you don't have to get up. Right? We make sure that there are certain things, if it's a walker required and the person cannot afford or the insurance won't pay for it, we try to make sure you have that durable medical equipment in walkers to be able to be mobile. So it's basically the wraparound services. And the way this was birthed many years ago, there's a scripture in the Bible that says, if there's any sick among you, let us call for the elders of the church.
Yeah.
Now, we've gotten it wrong because we think that the elders of the church have a superpower outside of their anointing. So how are they going to know that I'm in a hospital bed if nobody calls and tells them? So it says if there's any sick among you, you call for the elders of the church, not the elders call you and see if you're sick to come see you. So that's pretty much what we've done. And it's grown so much. Even in the new location, there's dedicated parking for clergy so that they don't have to walk all over. We have some on the emergency room side and some on the hospital side, so that they can have easy access to their members. And it's amazing. We've been going strong for 7 years, over 100 congregations. It's really been beneficial.
100?
Over 100. Now, we're at 25% of the churches that's here local in Pensacola.
Of course.
Santa Rosa and Escambia County. It's about 496. So we're right about 20 to 25%. And so we have
496 churches?
Yes. Now that includes we meeting at the barbershop to have church. That includes anybody.
I got you.
Yeah. So yeah.
Now, when you say barbershop, that's another entity that's already. You go to a barbershop, and I know for my son, right?
Yeah.
I have to take him to a barbershop on Saturday morning. You got the best conversation. I mean, you got everybody in there. It's on the same page. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But I did not know the depth.
Yeah, it's deep. It's deep.
That you can, if you got the help from the hospital, but with your Baptist faith health. Yay! The fact of it is that somebody will come by even to walk your animal.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you need, we really.
I'm just saying that
we work with the church to come up with a care plan, because see, once you get home, that's when the real healing happens.
Absolutely.
So you have to make sure there's food. We have to make sure so we have to make sure we work with the church, because churches have been doing social determinants of health since inception.
Ever since
churches have been paying bills, they have been buying food, they have food pantries, they've been doing it. So it's basically making sure that, and sometimes the members will sit there and won't say anything and be in need.
Oh my goodness, why do you think that is?
Image.
Really? Give me a cookie. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if I need it, I'm going to ask.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But I did not realize that with the pastors and the churches, when you go to church, I didn't even know that was in effect, was a part of.
Oh yeah, that's our big thing, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to make sure people are well enough to have a good quality of life. And that means if you want to be in the pews on Sunday, we want you well enough to be in the pews.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And so that's the only way we can make sure, if we follow you from encounter to encounter. And so our mission at Baptist is helping people throughout life's journey. And that's a part of it, right?
That's right.
That is a part of it. And so it's been, I mean, we have stories galore. But it has been rewarding to some of our residents, and even some of the people that don't go to church can still get some of the benefits.
Because I'm saying,
because
a lot of people don't. There's a lot of people who have. I don't want to say it, but got church hurt. They just feel like they don't want to go back. But yet and still, they need those services.
Yeah. When I was growing up, Sonshine, the church was the beacon of light for the community.
Always.
You could go to the church and get anything, even
That's right.
if you attended the church.
That's right, or not.
Or not.
Exactly. And the fact of it is, now with that, the connect I see that you're making is really going back on the basis of how it was anyway.
Yeah, there's nothing new under the sun.
That's nothing new. You just, hey, we put it out there and know that it's there for you. Oh my God. 850-432-7768. Please, do you see what she's doing? Oh, before I can say it, I have a phone call.
Okay.
I mean, let's see what's up here this morning. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Joy. How y'all doing?
Good morning.
Let me say, y'all had me cracking up first thing this morning, like talking about sugar. Like, you can hear all the conversations, flashbacks come to your head. Oh, Uncle Joe got sugar over there. So about to get taken off or something like that, even though it's not a laughing matter, but it was so funny to hear that old saying come back to life. But I would just want to say, Joe, I think that program, that faith-based program that y'all have is so awesome. And I was wondering, do y'all have a list of all of those churches that's part of that program? And then also, like, when you mentioned about the health and hope, I went ahead and posted that on Facebook so people can already know about that. And I was wondering, on top of that, do y'all even have a mobile team that goes out maybe to the communities as well for, like, hey, we're going to check, like, everybody's sugar, not sugar, but...
Wait a minute. You said it right.
Yeah.
Let me check your sugar.
Yeah, so will they be, do y'all have a mobile team that has a mobile van that goes out to community and does that maybe once a month or something like that? And how do people find out about when that's going to happen?
Okay. So, a couple of questions you said. The first one was, what
Is
was
there
it?
a mobile unit?
No, that's the second one. What was the first question?
Do you have a list?
So, yes, we have a list.
Oh, yeah, the list.
We have a list, but let me give you the caveat. So, we promised when we first began this work here locally that we would not shop their information.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Because a lot of people, if you think about it,
You're right.
convening. They convene people. So we don't shop the information. If you had something or if somebody had something that they wanted to get out to the group,
Right.
I could send it out.
Okay.
And it'll go to a whole lot of people.
Right.
But we won't shop their list. The second one is we don't have a mobile unit or a mobile van. Thank you for that idea. But my team does go out and, like, if a church says we want to do a health fair, we partner, and honestly, we partner with Health and Hope
Absolutely.
to come out and do the screenings.
Right.
But here's the thing about it. The screenings are important, but the follow-up is actually important. So if we're
Just as
going to do a
important.
blood sugar and you're kind of borderline, what happens, right? We need to make sure that you can call your coach.
There you go. Got to keep the coach
yeah,
in it.
exactly. So yeah, but that's we do that from time to time. We partner with Health and Hope to get that done, and so we actually do it in some community centers. We do it at Wesley Scott, which is a senior center across the street from, not a senior, but a independent living facility across the street from Catholic High School.
Exactly.
We do theirs at least once a quarter.
Okay.
Because some of the tests you need to do every 90 days versus every 30 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I have a nurse on staff. Her name is Holly. She's a registered nurse, and she kind of coordinates all of our screenings and CPR trainings.
Oh, wonderful. Did that answer your questions?
It did. The information is so valuable and it's such needed for the community. Thank you both for everything that you are doing for our people in the world. Because we need to hear all of it. Thank you.
And thank you for always putting it on
Dr.
Facebook
Martin.
for me, Dr. Martin.
He's an ambassador, so he would be a good liaison.
Okay, I'm
You see
telling
how
you.
he's doing that?
You know, and let me tell you, Joy, every single day, whatever I'm talking about, when I get off the air, everything is already connected on Facebook.
That's your ambassador.
That he connects it when I talk about it. I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
It is there. And I tell you, Dr. Martin, I don't know what I'd do without your friend. Appreciate you, love.
We support each other. Thank
That's
you.
right.
All
Thank
right,
you.
love. We do support each other. And
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
All right. Bye-bye. And I tell you, everybody, that Eric, he's a good friend, right? And he is so supportive, but just like with that, now he's going to carry that message throughout. Now he's going to repost on all of the social medias. I'm talking about Instagram. He's going to go Snapchat. He's going to go with TikTok.
Yeah.
Instagram, all of them, because of the fact he's spreading news that's important for the community.
That's right.
And with that, so if a person does not get to see the show this morning, you'll be able to watch it this afternoon at 6 o'clock anyway, because I thank God for that. We replay it at 6 o'clock.
And it goes on YouTube.
You can pull up any of them. Miss Ardelia, who's in, I think she texted me yesterday, said she don't think I've walked away from you. I had to leave and go take care of my daughter, but look, I go back and I pull up the YouTube every day.
That's it.
So what I'm saying to you, you can do the same thing. And with the fact that I want to thank you, Joy, for being such a supporter and a liaison right here in the community for health. And the fact of it is that you support, and when I say that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about support. She supports what we're doing here because it's valuable to the community to get it out. This avenue that God has given us is absolutely phenomenal, that we can keep it, I always say this, good, bad, or ugly. We're going to tell you the truth.
That's right.
And that's the way to go. And with what you do, I've always told you, even from the first time, little lady with a great big voice. But she's making it happen. And these things now, today, you're educating me. I didn't know it went that deep.
It's deep. It's very
And
deep.
I think you said even 25% of the churches.
We have 25% of the churches in our metropolitan service area, MSA,
Right.
which is Santa Rosa and Escambia County. It's about, we have 25%.
That's great.
Yeah.
And I'm sure as we hear this today that it's going to be more. I want to say something to people as well. Now, I just want to bring this up. This is not just for the black churches.
Exactly.
This is not just for the black churches.
This is for the body.
This is for the body of Christ,
The kingdom.
okay?
That's
This is for the body. So if you're over there and your pastor didn't know about it, tell them about Joy.
Yeah, and we have the easiest number in Pensacola.
So what is it?
448, because Baptist has a new
Got a new prefix. That's right.
227 pray.
Okay.
So you see Baptist under there. So you see 448 Baptist. That's fine. But our number for the Faith Health Network is 448-227 pray. You pray. 7729.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
I tell you, but I tell you, this is so much information. I am really, really glad to hear this because there's so many people. I met with this gentleman several weeks ago. God forgive me, I cannot think of the organization that you have, but he does things to try to get people involved in getting their health taken care of. He met me up at the Fricker Center, and we talked about the things that he's involved in to get people to make sure it's okay. Don't sit there and go, oh, I'm scared to go to the doctor because I don't want to find this out. I'm scared for the answer. Find the answer out, then you can get it done.
That's right.
I know what I want to ask you now.
What is it?
Listen to this, and I know what Faith Network, and you're in there with the pastors, there is a person I am trying to find, and I'm going to say it. Maybe somebody's going to hear me and get the answer to me. A gentleman emails me often, and he's looking for help. I mean, I'm not talking about that he's sick, no. But he was asking me questions on things, how to deal with it from a male perspective.
Oh, yes.
And I need somebody, and I don't want a woman to do this. I think it will be a greater, maybe somebody from Baptist, a man, or somebody that can talk on these things because men are going through personal things.
Yeah. And one time we toyed with the idea of having a men's health conference, men and the women that love them.
Exactly. I love that.
And so even when we did the mammogram things, and the guy called in talking about how men can notice things in their wives' anatomy.
That's right.
And so I know for a fact that a couple of pastors have had panels in their congregations with men. I know Larry Watson at Inglewood a couple of weeks ago had a panel. So it's pretty much we just got to get the information out there a little better. Yes, men are they're men, right?
And what I appreciate about this person that always reaches, I think you got to trust me in order to ask me to get this
some
done.
of that information. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to reach out because I think it's important. I hope he doesn't. I hope you never think that I've forgotten. No, I do not. If you say something to me, I don't forget. I'm working on it behind the scenes, but I want the correct information.
Yeah.
I don't want to put this personal in it. I want the correct information so that you will be able to grow from this. I talked with Dr. Stromers, and he was telling me about he's working on somebody right now for me. But the fact of it is, you see, this is like that coach that's going around that we got this way to connect.
That's right.
And when I've talked I had Dr. Stromers on, and he is such a, he's full of wealth of information. Young guy who's doing his stuff, okay? Look good too, but he is just great, and I just appreciate the fact with his knowledge what we're trying to do. When I say that, ladies and gentlemen, you see a lot of ladies on the show, but I want to say this: I want men as well, red, yellow, black, white, or brown. But when I'm camera shy, don't be.
I'm not even looking at a camera.
That's right. We're looking at each other.
I'm having a conversation with a friend.
That's it.
Yeah.
And this is what we want you to feel, because I want more men to feel as if, okay, I can get on there and just let it out and talk, because I'm going to make you laugh, maybe bring it out to you even more. But the fact of it is, we're getting out information that is utterly important to the community. I encourage you to tell somebody that what we're talking about today is beneficial for the entire family. Get your coach.
A good one, y'all.
A good coach.
Get you a Nick Saban.
Oh, Lord, I know who she is. A fan
No,
of.
I'm not.
But get you a Sonshine. I just kidding. No, baby, I got enough on plate.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, get you a coach. We'll be back to talk more with that with Joy from Baptist right here on Sunshine's Corner.
Yes.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Messick Insurance Agency in Pensacola if auto owners make sense for you.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
I'm Emily Echeverria, Marketing Communications Director for Council on Aging of West Florida and the host of Coming of Age. Watch our show to find out what we're doing for our seniors and their families, and hear from area experts and local business owners about their programs and services. Want to help? Find out how you can work with us to bring a better future to our seniors. Watch Coming of Age, 3:30 p.m. Wednesdays, only on Blab TV.
This is Wayne at Icon Automotive in Robertsdale, Alabama, and I wanted to tell you more about our powertrain warranty forever. It comes with any vehicle we sell that has 80,000 miles or less at no additional cost to you. We put our vehicles through a tough safety and mechanical inspection before it can have the powertrain warranty forever, giving you a peace of mind with your purchase. This warranty is good anywhere in the country, and it covers 100% of parts and labor with no mileage limit, and is covered as long as you own the vehicle. Come pick out your dealership car at non-dealership pricing with a powertrain warranty forever at Icon Automotive.
Watch a new episode of Crime Stoppers Wanted Fugitives every Friday at 6 p.m. Your tips may be eligible for a cash reward, featuring items about officer training, various aspects of police work, and crime prevention information. You'll hear about upcoming family-friendly engagement events as well. Don't miss Crime Stoppers Wanted Fugitives every Friday at 6 p.m.
And welcome back to Sunshine's Corner on this beautiful Wednesday. Are you enjoying the weather as well as I? It's cold, but I prefer this over the heat. Don't you? Oh, what about a smokestack? I mean, Jeanette. Yeah. These are people that I truly love. I did not know they were so in tune, but I appreciate them. And I always tell everybody, see, without you, there's no me. And I appreciate you from the heart. But we're talking with Joy today, Joy Powell from Baptist Faith Health Network.
2 times in a row, we've had it.
It's branded now.
Yeah.
And we're talking about ways that it's beneficial for the community. What are you going to have coming up soon? I mean,
this is pretty much
holiday season.
Yeah, this is pretty much our planning. I want to say something though. You talked about the gentleman that his emailing or whatever. Yeah. So we have a community benefit ad that runs in P&J, and I emailed it to you yesterday, so we want to show it.
I will.
We have support groups around any and everything: stroke, diabetes, oncology. Yeah, sugar. We have a lot of different support groups that even if it's a family that's extending their family and they want to make sure that their younger children can play well with the baby. So like siblings. I mean, we have a lot of different support groups and a lot of different education. So that happens every month. So I think one of the things that we can do is make sure that we are posting that, and I'll get it to you.
Please
so that
do.
We can post
Eric.
it.
Yeah. Listen now.
So we can post it because, it's a lot of resources. And so, the Bible says that our people perish for a lack of knowledge.
Always.
The knowledge is there. We just have to tap into it. And that's where access comes in.
Exactly.
And that's very, very, very important.
And I want him to know that it's not that I'm avoiding your questions. No, because that's life. That's a part of life. And but I want, when it is that you get this and you see all of the support groups that she's talking about, possibly that will be. And but believe me, it may take me a little longer, but I'm going to have somebody.
Yeah.
I want a physician or somebody who is in that support group, or somebody who's over the support group.
Correct.
That can come in and talk about the issues that you're dealing with, because that's just a part of life. Anybody who has been married for a long time, and then, but yeah, I got to be real. If you've been married for a long time and you step into another world, that's a different story. You got to learn that all over again.
Yeah.
And I commend him for strong enough to ask me that.
That's good stuff.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get that done, sir. Now, coming up for Christmas, what are you gonna be? Are you gonna be here for Christmas?
I will be here for Christmas. Of course, we do this big thing with C.A. Weiss from a hospital standpoint on I think it's the 20th. There are a lot of different events happening within the community, some of our partnering community centers and partnering agencies. But for us, December is always a planning period for us to get ready for next year.
Right.
January, we always come back with education around burnout and self-care, because so many people during this time get burnt out about what they can't do or what they're not able to do. And we try to want to build people back up. So when we start back up in January, our whole focus for January is going to be like self-care and burnout prevention and stuff like that. So we're in a planning phase right now. We have a couple of things that are going on that are really, we just finished our Healthy Churches 2030 conference.
The what?
Which Healthy Churches 2030, which is churches from all over the country talking about what we can do to make people well. Dr. Yvonne Capehart partnered with us with Heal Her Nation to stream it live on social media.
Right.
It was amazing what we had going on. But it was great, and we learned a lot, brought a lot back to try to implement here. We have a couple of trainings that we're gonna roll out, with health equity, because that's the thing that everybody's pushing right now, being equitable, not equal, but equitable.
Exactly.
Because if you and I were to stand up,
I know
you're much taller than me. So for me to be able to see where you see, I have to have blocks.
That's right.
That's equity. But if they give you the same amount of blocks that they give me, you're still taller than me.
Exactly.
So we're just doing things like that. But it's mainly this is some downtime. My team works hard all year long, so it gives me a chance to be grateful and love on them too, and fill their cups. Because we have people like you're doing, and I'm gonna encourage you. Make sure that you're keeping your cup full.
Exactly.
Because so many people pull on you. Now, I didn't say make sure you let people pour into you. I said keep your cup full.
Absolutely.
So that when people pour into you,
right,
they get the overflow.
Absolutely.
And you're never empty.
Absolutely.
So it gives me time to pour into them. I have a team member that's graduating next Friday night, and I'm so excited, Jasmine. I love you, and I'm proud of you. And so it's just a lot of things that we're just downtime.
Exactly, which is good. When you mentioned Dr. Capehart, I gotta give her a shout out. She is
amazing,
phenomenal woman.
That's my birthday twin.
Oh, really? I mean, I love her with a perfect kind of love, and she came on, and that day I was almost in tears. I mean, because she is so powerful.
Yes,
God uses her in so many ways.
Yes, He does.
And she is such an encouragement. If you have not been to Heal a Nation, you need to check it out. Go on Facebook. She's got all the information there. You need to take that ride.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit down the road.
It is.
Just a little bit. And you'll be glad you did, because she is doing a great work.
Yes,
she and Pastor Lee.
Yeah, Pastor Lee Capehart.
Pastor Lee Capehart.
They are a part. Believers
That's right.
Life Center, they are a part of the network and have been almost since inception. We've been able to do some amazing things. They participate in our church-to-church food pantry, where people, Bishop Alexander participates too, and his church, they come and get food from downtown Pensacola and take it all the way up to Walnut Hill, because that is a food desert.
So where they get the food from downtown Pensacola?
So we have
I'm learning.
We have church-to-church food pantry, where we partner with First Baptist Church in Pensacola, and actually we do it every other month. And we served collectively about 1,600 families a month. And this past one that we just had,
a month,
every other month.
Okay.
This one that we just had in November, we had greens and hams. This is stuff that's fresh from the farm, fresh from these places. And we take, and like I said, Bishop Alexander picks up a refrigerated truck, and a lot of times he's going all the way up to Walnut Hill. So we don't forget about the Walnut Hills and the Centuries.
Right.
Because they really don't have access to grocery stores.
Exactly.
So we're just trying to make sure that we are getting real-time things, real-time needs met. Because it's hard for people to concentrate on health when their bellies are not full.
Oh, if your stomach is talking, you got to really, that's a difficult thing. And you worried about the child, what the child going to eat. But when you say you had the fresh greens, I saw something on social media. Maybe it happened to see it. I saw all these greens.
That probably was it.
I have never seen so many pretty greens.
Yep.
And they look so just crunchy. I can just cut them up and get ready to bake them out. Wow. You see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? She's bringing out so many things that's so beneficial for you now, because sometimes, and I pray to God that this does not happen during this holiday season, we tend to take the focus off the real reason for the celebration.
Right.
It's not all about the giving, it's about the giver.
That's good, Sonshine.
I mean, it's not all about that. So don't worry about going out there and just get yourself in debt for the next 12 months. Think about the giver and what he has given to you,
right?
Which is life.
That's
Here's
good.
Somebody that took everything for you. He stretched them out wide.
Wow.
And I mean, he stretched them out wide. So don't go out there. And I want to encourage people. We have commercialized the holiday to an extent that you don't even think it's Christmas. I mean, like when you do Halloween, here's Christmas already up. I mean, it's commercialized beyond what I think it should be. When we should be thinking about what we can really do as thinking about the giver.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The ultimate gift. We've already gotten the ultimate gift.
He's given it to us.
That's right.
And with the things that God has put in place, now let me say it like this. We have here today things that are out there that we were not aware of that can be beneficial. Now think about that. He's yet giving to you.
Still giving.
He's still giving. So don't
it's the
worry.
gift that keeps on giving.
It just keeps on giving and giving.
Yeah.
So don't you worry about going out there getting yourself in debt. Teach your children the real reason for this celebration. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, give gifts 24/7. The gift of life has been given to you. Mm-hmm. So let that be the real focus. Don't go out there and forget why we're celebrating.
Yeah, and I wanna do what you do to me. I wanna bring out something you just said. The gift of life has been given to you.
Right.
Right. We have a duty to take care of our temples. Mm-hmm. And that's where health comes in.
Talk to me.
The best way that you could even show gratitude. I know Quinn always talks about showing gratitude.
Yes.
Showing thankfulness and gratitude to what you've been given.
Exactly.
In this temple.
Exactly.
Getting you a coach.
Yes.
Making sure you're living beneath your numbers.
Absolutely.
Lower high your blood pressure, lower sugar. And so we just have to make sure that we're taking care of it. And you know, I was talking to a group of up and coming public health professionals a couple of nights ago, and we were talking about what health means, what health is, and what's optimal health, right? And we talked about that it's proper nutrition.
I gotcha.
I didn't say diet. I said proper nutrition.
A way of life.
Physical activity.
A way of life.
And rest.
Oh, and that plays such a great part in it.
We forget about the rest.
Forget about the rest. We're going to talk more about that because you're right up my alley right there. You're right up my alley when we talk about that. Everybody, I tell you, she just struck a nerve with me right now because I love doing that because there are times I have to push myself, but I'm not going to overlook that.
That's right.
Sunshine's here with you on Sunshine's Corner with my girl, Joy Powell from Baptist Faith Health
Network.
Yeah. We'll be right back with more.
Welcome to Little John's Big and Tall, where tall men and big men go for style, fit, and comfort. We offer a wide variety of styles and unique brands that service all sizes from large to 14X, as well as tall sizes from large tall to 6X tall. Our knowledgeable staff are here to make sure you have a stress-free experience and answer any of your questions. Little John's has been named Best of Pensacola and Best of the Bay for 4 years in a row. Visit Little John's at 5700 North Davis or visit us online at littlejohnsbigandtall.com.
It's time to find a health plan that can keep up with your life. A plan that makes getting care convenient, with doctors around the corner.
I can get used to that.
Plus, 24/7 access to care. Plans that keep more money in your pocket, with plan payments as low as $0.
$0. Looks good to me.
Let's find your health solution. Speak to a dedicated Florida Blue agent today. Call 1-850-393-7036 to learn more.
Some attorney ads are really over the top, within your face concepts. Not this one, because there's nothing exciting about bankruptcy law. But if you're struggling with credit card debt, medical bills, student loans, repossession, or mortgage payments, you'll want to hear this. Lewis & Jernevoy has helped thousands of people with financial problems for over 20 years. We may be able to help you achieve financial freedom, and that is exciting. Call Lewis & Jernevoy today for a free consultation.
Well, I think it's all about local, and I'm a big believer in local. So I think anytime you can carry a message out locally, it's important. And I think it's anytime the person that delivers the service can also deliver the message, which is unusual. You have the people that actually deliver the project doing the talking, and I think that's a huge difference, and really makes a huge value difference for the consumer. So I'm really just so grateful that we have this local opportunity with Blab TV. My name is Quint Studer, and I am Blab TV.
And welcome back to Sunshine's Corner. And I tell you, I got to say to Quint because he says, being grateful. I love him the way.
Gratitude.
Gratitude.
And we both sit on his board together.
Yes, we do. And I tell you, he is such a lot of people, don't know what goes on behind the scenes.
Oh, they don't.
Oh my God, you don't know. And he is, I think he's, and I'm not saying this to shoot no nothing. I'm just telling you what I see. Because I am a person that will observe you. And he is one of a kind. He's a good guy. I mean, he feels it on the inside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he shares it. You may not see him out front if you only knew what he does behind the scenes.
Yes, I agree.
What he does.
I agree.
Phenomenal man. But listen at this, everybody. We're talking about the things that that's coming up, the ways that you can get help in the community, the things that Baptist Faith Health Network provides. She said, I got it 3 times in a row.
Three times in a row. One for the Father, one for the Son.
And the Holy Ghost. But what she does and what Baptist offers for the community, which I have learned, even the history behind it, which is absolute. I just had another epiphany. I mean, I got to ask you that when I get out of here, though. But it's something else that she's doing that's so great. Now, it's also, I know Baptist is going to be in the parade.
Oh, the Martin Luther King parade?
Yeah, come up next month.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We wouldn't miss it for the world.
Hello.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited about that. And it's the fact that that's something, and I want the community to know that I've worked with them. And get your applications in. Don't wait till the last minute. I'm talking to everybody now.
And they've made it now where you can do it online. We used to have to send a check in the mail.
That's right.
But you can do everything online
You can do everything online. Yeah. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Rose.
Yeah.
Mr. Keenan. I mean, all of them.
And it's a whole weekend of celebration.
It's a whole week. They got the spiritual part. They've got the fun part. They got the and Pastor Wesley is doing a lot of it at his church.
Wow.
Come on, Pastor Wesley. That's what I'm talking about. But please, everybody, do that. And I can say this, I'm so proud that I was chosen this year to be the Grand Marshal. I am.
Wait, that's good. I told you I was proud of you.
I mean, but give God all the glory for that. Took me for a shot. But I'm not just saying that because I was chosen for that. But what I want us to do is to get that parade, because after COVID, COVID slowed a lot of things down. We're over that now. Now, we're going to live with that thing for the rest of our lives. Okay.
I just told my team last week we had something. I said, this is never going to go away.
It's not going away.
It was an issue. I told them, I said, this issue is never going to go away like COVID.
That's right. It's going to be here. Just get your vaccination.
Yeah.
And that's just like with the flu.
And keep washing your hands. Because I think COVID taught
Wait a minute. COVID said to me, I said, oh my God, are we that dirty?
Baby.
But no, wash your hands, people. I mean, when you cough, all I'm saying is though, but just like this, and I want people to stop this. And this is the analogy I use because this season, there is another strain out there, but and with the flu, there's another one. But what I'm saying to you, do not say, I'm not going to get that. But you get everything else. Get something that's going to help you so that you won't make me sick. You understand what I'm saying?
Good point.
Take that shot. It's nothing to it. And it bothers me when I hear people, Joy, oh, no, I don't know what's in it. Do you know what's in those other things you're taking? Do you know? No, you do not. And this is the analogy I like to use. I'm not going to get this shot for this virus, but I got to take my child to get a shot to go to school. Because they got to have their shots to go to school. But do you know what's in that? Do you understand my analogy?
It's a lot of misinformation.
It's a lot of
dispelling the myths. And, if you don't know, ask.
Ask.
And stay off of Dr. Google.
Because I love that. Dr. Google, Dr. Google will fool you sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of it is, get something to better us. I mean, come on. Do you really have faith?
Or talk to your coach.
Talk to your coach and he or she.
They'll help you navigate through it. Yeah.
Come on. I believe that. It's unbelievable. But I say that, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the holiday season. I want to say this too because we got 3 minutes.
We got to go back to the rest.
Jesus, have mercy, Jesus. That rest part. Let's go to that because we're going to cover this. When I say taking care of the temple, number one, like she said.
Proper nutrition.
Proper nutrition. Now, you can't go out there and eat a Big Mac every day. You can't go out there and get that whole box of French fries and that big old piece of fried chicken. Instead of 1 piece, you're getting 5. You can't do that every day. You gotta have
moderation.
Learn portion control. Learn portion control. There you go. If it fits in the palm of your hand, that's it. Don't forget now you gotta have your exercise. Don't go home and flop down on the chair and then that's all I'm gonna do.
But let me talk about that for a second. Exercise.
You got 2 minutes. I
don't even need 2.
Okay.
People think exercise is I gotta go to the gym and lift weights. I have tile floors throughout my home.
Exactly.
If I mop those tile floors,
you got your
physical activity.
I'm telling you.
It's just movement.
Clean
if you like to garden, that's movement.
Exactly. And with that, we're talking. Then after that, we're talking about sleep.
Rest.
You gotta have. Do you know you need 8 hours of sleep and you'll promote better health for yourself? Yes.
It's the reset button.
That's it.
Just
you
like when you take those nice cars to get an oil change.
That's right.
It's the reset button.
Otherwise, we're going.
That light gonna come on.
That's right.
And ain't nothing you can do. You can pour some oil in there if you want to. I used to do that.
They gonna say check your engine soon.
It's gonna that oil light gonna be on, and you gotta take it to the manufacturer
to get it done.
To get it cut off.
The coach. Oh my God, Joy, whenever we're together, we can talk forever. Everything sparks up something else.
Yeah.
And I love that when we talk off the sleeve because of the fact we touch so many things that are so important, but it's all compassed around the same thing.
That's right, health and wellness.
Health and wellness. Joy, it's time for us to get out of here. Can you believe that?
I wonder if it's still cold outside.
Yeah. And the wind's going to be blowing.
Okay.
That makes it even a little bit cooler. But I got to say to you, thank you so very much for being right here.
It's been a good year for us.
Yes, it has. And God is not done yet.
He's not.
This is just a beginning. Greater and more so. Yes, and I'll be glad when I can do that. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. It won't be long. Next show, as a matter of fact. But everybody, I want to thank you. I want to thank Baptist.
Yes.
Really, for what I've learned today from Baptist has even opened my eyes even more. You see, that's what I'm talking about every day, ladies and gentlemen, when you get knowledge. Knowledge is power. I knew that they were I called them a community hospital anyway.
Yeah.
But the fact of it is, what it is from the foundation up, that what they do that causes them to be where they are and what they provide for us, I appreciate the fact. And Joy, I love you with a perfect kind of love.
And you know I do.
All right. Listen at this, everybody. It has been a fantastic day. But we got to get out of here because tomorrow is going to be another great day. And tomorrow is going to be Mr. Walter Arrington. He's from the Community Health of Northwest Florida. He was the winner of Civicon Equity Award.
Yeah, Walter does amazing work.
Right. So he's going to be here tomorrow. So let me leave it as I do every day. Never, ever, ever lose your focus. Always remember to keep God first in whatever you do. And believe me, if you handle it that way, I guarantee you're going to be a total success. Until 9 o'clock in the morning, know that I love you with a perfect kind of love. Keep shining while I'm gone. Have a great day, friends. Stay warm. Enjoy. I can't wait to the next one.
Me neither.
Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.